Is the stream open already? I guess that's yes. Okay. So welcome everyone to the first final of today. That is the solo points race final. After the Team World Cup, we come back to the final week of the solo World Cup, and we play 10 finals in total, with the exception of 200 TT and Karen. That's pretty much every single discipline that has their final plate. That has its final plate in during this week from Thursday to Wednesday, and finishing with the inline final. So welcome everyone to the points race final. And yeah, I'll be playing, so don't expect me to comment a lot. It's well, at all, most likely. But yeah, just hopefully grab a seat, have fun watching it. It definitely isn't as fun playing it because of blocks. Yeah, I get it, I guess, but I can say the final lineup. I think that's good to have all the information you need. So we start off with Ticho, the Redman, Swaxon from PCM UK, Groot, Edox, Alder, Kingmaker, me, Amoxus, Incapable, Menir, or Jeffe from NCL, DDA, Guilherme, Floxing, Tomas, Ibra, and I think Ghosty should be the 16th player. Let me see. We have 4, 8, hang on, 4, 8, 10, 12, 14. We're missing one more player apparently. Oh, okay. So don't worry, there will be commentary with Francesco Grassi and with Miko, most likely, from the information I've been given. So I don't need to comment and play at the same time, which is a relief. Either way, I I guess we're waiting for the last player in the lobby, which should be Stein Nikki. I think no, he's a
Hey,
replacement.
hello.
It should be Goga, I think.
Hello, Vaso.
Hello Miru.
How are you?
I'm fine after yesterday. No.
Oh my
Uh,
God. Yeah, I saw all this morning, and wow, I didn't expect that result at all.
yeah, me neither. I thought you would have it in the back. Uh,
But well, I don't know how the finals went. I mean, I didn't see any result, but I saw we lost. I didn't need more.
yes, you outplayed us in classics, and I think we outplayed you in line. So then
Yeah,
we took back the overall in our hands.
and so well, now let's focus on point race.
Yep,
How some players call it the lotto of world champion.
I agree.
Anyway, some good players I see. I
Yeah,
mean,
except me.
it's a better lobby than what you normally see in point race. Like you have Kingmaker, Ghosty, Groot, Gilol, Edox. I mean, we have some very good names. It's also good opportunity for some second level players. You say, man, like for example, Redman or Tijo. Tijo, for example, plays great point race. Every time I play him, I see him taking 10, 15 points. Maybe maybe now he doesn't because I said it, but I think
Yes,
he can have a good chance there. Also,
if,
Goga,
yeah, if he joins, I,
yeah,
I think he didn't join. Yeah, we are 15.
for the rest of the finals today, well, I scratch only. I won't be commenting as I'm playing, and I prefer just to focus on playing. But well,
Yes, I'll probably leave you in a while when we start because I'd like to focus. It's a discipline where even I have a chance if I get lucky, so I have to use it.
I think only Edox, Groot, and Freire play the three of them of the finals today. Not sure if anyone more. Oh, Dalamore too.
Dadamor, and I think Ghosty too, because he's only out in
No,
Omnium.
Dalamore doesn't play Eli final. He was
Yes,
eliminated. It's Ghosty, Edox, Freire, and Groot.
yes, should be. There are a lot of players who play too.
Yeah,
I
I play
play.
two. I think Bino plays two. Kingmaker probably plays two.
It's not important, but I play too as well.
You play two with Point Race and Ellie.
Ellie, yeah. I did a good semi-final, but I did shit scratch, so unfortunately. Let's see. So some players got back. I think you got back in Eli, right? You got eliminated in the semi-final.
Yeah, I
Came
mean,
back, yeah.
I was the first out eliminated in semifinal, but I saw that also some players like Nutorleo that were also eliminated got in. I don't know how many people are missing, but there has been some rescheduled players from semifinals.
Yes. I think like the Sim, he had to retire from the World Cup
Yeah,
because.
I read his message.
So yeah, good luck in your finals. I think we'll be starting in a while, so I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, and good luck with commentating.
For let's see if the game actually starts. I don't know if they're still missing someone.
Oh wait, sorry, Goga still isn't there, so I think it's 10 minutes after 45. Maybe a replacement should be called, but I don't know. I don't know the rules about that. Let's see. If a replacement gets called, then
Okay, Goga is there, so the game
oh,
should start soon.
okay. So goodbye and good luck in the next two track
Good
difficulties.
luck.
I'll probably
Good luck,
comment
Dr.
on
Basu.
Twitch. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I'm curious to see how the race develops because the first sprint is usually really slow. No one sprints until 200 meters or so. But I don't know. You never know in a world champion final. Some people usually like to risk a bit or something. Oh wait, we don't start yet. Oh my god, this is taking long. Our beloved game. Mm, let's see. Ghosty had a problem. He lost connection just before starting. Now all people rejoining. Let's see if we can finally start. We have in the players we have today here with their pop are Groot and Joe. So two different players, different styles. I know it's Groot and Nedox. Okay, we start. Let's see. As we can expect, as low start. We'll see if there is a early attack. People will try just to get a good position for the first sprint. It will be a matter mainly of who can get. If it's a slow sprint, it will be a thing of who can get the space with 100 meters or so with a good slipstream. For now, we can see how Basso is in the first places. It's really interesting the result of Basso tonight because for overall, it can be his position will be really important. If he gets good points in a race like point race, it will be very hard that someone can beat him at the end of overall. No one risking a little bit, a big wall in the upper side of the track. And let's see. Goga, Ghosty, Redman, Basso, Floxing, Guillermo in the first line. Alder in a good position, I feel. Wow, there we have the sprint of Kingmaker and Dadamore soon. Dadamore gets in the front, Kingmaker has best position so far. Thomas coming behind them. This should probably will be for one of the front. And Thomas, no, Dadamore. Dadamore first, Kingmaker second, Thomas third. Wow, so the early attack worked. I guess that because they did it just at the same time, it went good for them. Basodas fourth, good points for him. 1 point at the start doesn't matter much probably for the overall for the medals, but it always assures you a good result and a good placement. A strong track campaign for Dadamore so far this World Champion. Let's see how it develops. Ibra accelerating the tempo in the front, Fluxing and Edox trying to follow, Groot just waiting in the back so far. Wow, so Edox go really far. Wow. For now, no one is taking the lead to follow him. Well, Ibra Fluxing, Guillermo in a really good position. He was taking a lot of slipstream. That might help him in the end. Ibra in the front, Fluxing and Edox coming, Guillermo 2, Guillermo passing to the front with Groot 2, so it's Goga, yeah. Goga first, Groot second, Gui third, Fluxing fourth. No one repeats points, so race is still pretty open. Wow, this one was a really tactical one. Groot moved perfectly as he was last with 400 meters when Edox attacked, but he saw that the sprint was on in that moment, as a lot of people follow, and he managed to get really good points from a sprint that he was in a really bad position, so GG's to him. Now probably it will be a slow sprint. It will be a good sprint, but to try attack if someone saves bar, because people might actually don't have the best bars, but well, it's pointless. Do recover fast anyway, so let's see. Fluxing and Goga in the front. Goga going again. I don't think they will let him with 5 points. For now, only Fluxing follows. If 2 gone, this might be done. Nah, they stop. So nothing to worry about so far. Alder gets a good position. Edox did a really bad movement. I think there he won't have a good bar to win the sprint. Fluxing in the front. He will get past. He blocks Ghosty. Oh wow, Edox shut me up. He wins the sprint. Groot gets good points. Thomas third. Kingmaker fourth. Or Basso. So all the ones of this sprint repeat points. Groot with 8. That's already some points that can assure you a medal. Normally you win with 15 or so, but 8 if if the points are really divided, it can be a medal number. For the rest, Fluxing really destroyed Ghosty in that sprint. I think Ghosty had the perfect position, but Fluxing decided to block him. Fluxing couldn't win, but he had to block someone, and he got Ghosty. So well, let's see. 3 sprints to go. 15 points, 20 points max for if you win the 3. Guillermo going far, no one actually following a lot, but I don't think he will win, yeah, because Jeff attacks now, Fluxing coming. Jeff did a really bad sprinter, he will get past. Fluxing blocking again, oof, Basso and Edox. Edox 10 points. This is a really good number. I mean, we probably will be talking about a medal here with 2 sprints to go. Bas also 4 points now. Floxing got 2, Alder 1. We have really few players with no points, which means that the points have been well divided so far. It's 3 rounds, okay. So well, 10 points won't actually make a big difference. I didn't know good. Groot and Goga accelerating the pace. This sprint is always interesting as it's the one before the last one. People normally try to save yellow for the last one, so attacks are really common to work here. That's why we see Edox is trying. Groot and Thomas aren't actually well. Groot now is following. Thomas and Goa behind. I'm really wondering what's happening because the two guys with the most points are going and no one is following. But it's I know surprising I think. Guillermo coming from behind. Let's see if he can pass Groot in the end. Yeah, he will be able. So 5 points for Guillermo, 3 Groot, 2 Alder, 1 Thomas. Guillermo is really in the mix now. Wow, points are actually booked in the classification, or am I wrong? I mean the classification game is wrong. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. Nah, I just confused. But well, we keep going with this. Edok's bars aren't great. His attack he might pay off the attack he did in this last round. Let's see if he's able to recover a good yellow for the last one, but as he is now, it will be really hard. Ibra goes soon. Ghosty following. Ghosty with no points, by the way. Wow, Ghosty stops. So Ibra got a good gap. Now, Ghosty really failed there. I mean, you stopping an attack is always very risky. Ibra might have it as they stopped a lot to go. Floxing now going. Floxing trying to come. Wow, Ibra gets past and Ghosty gets the points. Ghosty saved this first round. 10 points for him. That that can actually be really important for the end. Wow, so we get a really close result in this first point race. As I said, normally in a final you don't win with more than 15 points. Now we have 3 leaders with 10, 2 guys with 8, one with 7. Only 4 guys didn't get any points. So, well, it's all still really open. I don't think we never had a really a close point race before the final race. I really remember Ebert when he won. That he won by a lot of gap. I think it was in Miko World Champion. For the rest, let's see. Some people are asking for a host change. I think it was Groot before. We'll see. We'll see if that makes a change for the final result. So for now, Groot is hosting. No host change so far. Maybe Orga decides mid game, but for now they didn't say anything. Ghosty seems to be the only one so far with connection problems. It's funny because he was the one who won, but well, it's also true that he didn't perform during the lobbies until the end. Clutch for him. For now, it seems we go with Groot as no other host appears. It's it's really interesting so far because well, there are four players that really need a good comeback that are Ibra, Tijo, Jeff, and Saxon that got no points. I actually cursed Tijo a bit. I said he always made good point races, but he did zero. For the rest, the 12 first players have all three or more points, which gives them actually a good chance. Now, it will be interesting to see if one of the top three who actually got the 2 points advantage at the least can perform again and take the lead. Ping seems a bit high for Kosti and Goga. I don't know for the rest. Okay, we are starting. Everyone. Oh, Edog's book. Well, lobby book. We go again. Maybe Guillermo hosts the third game. I don't think host will make a big change for the develop of the game, but you never know actually how big the impact is. I think in this point race we maybe will see more attacks as it's the second one. Nothing is decided. Some people actually will want to be let big gap for attacking. Well, that's what I expect, but you never know. As we have seen with Edox and Groot attacking the first one, then others just will prefer to wait for the last one and not risk. So I don't know. Attacks in point race are more a mind game than anything more, as everyone have bars, but you have to attack in the point that no one follows you, so you don't give a sleep storm to others. So I think it's more of a mind game to attack here than an actual tactic. Well, Floxing and Edox taking the front, 700 meters. It's still early to see some attacks. For now, slow pace in the front. Swaxon, Thomas Redman, Ghosty taking the lead. Oof, Ghosty disconnected. Okay, we have a re. We maybe have a host change now. Let's see what the chat say. This delay will cause some delay for the scratch and Ellie. We probably have 20 minutes or 30 minutes delay for the start of those races. And Here we coming. Everyone joining back. We see Ghost is having some issues to join the lobby, taking some time to connect. He doesn't have ping yet. Pings are good in the lobby in general, except Goga, who usually have a high ping, and Ghosty is the one who is having issues. It doesn't seem like his internet, but a connection with host. Oh, hello. Now I think the big dog is coming also to comment now.
Miro, welcome to everyone watching. Yes, I am indeed here now, and thanks for joining me.
Yeah. Well, for now we have seen
The first
a
match,
really
I assume.
open we have seen a really open first point race. No one got more than 10 points. Everything is still open. No one is having a big advantage. I don't think there will be a lot of control. We are having some problems with people connecting back. And well, I was checking now in these between games that point race might actually be the only discipline where no one managed, well, only ever managed to do a back-to-back win. No other player was able to do it this year, unless Guillermo wins. No one will be back-to-back winner because he's the only winner in game.
So, and it's still possible because I've been seeing here now that he has 7 points. So, only three less than the Ghostman, Kingmaker, and Adox that are leading with 10 points.
Yeah, as I was telling you, it's been a really open game. Points have been distributed. All except four players have gotten 3 points or more. So the race is still open. Let's
All
see
right.
if we can hopefully start now the next game. Some
Technical
problems
issue.
with Ghosty Groot connection.
All right.
Important to say that the leaders, Ghosty, who has a really good track palmarès, his best result was third 2 years ago. It's his only medal. Uh, for the others, for the others in front, Edox never got a medal in point race, and Kingmaker I'm checking, and also he doesn't go, he doesn't have a point race medal as well, which is surprising as I think he has several scratch championships. Well, he never won Eli, but he has done medals there, and he won. He also has medals in Omnium.
This is an interesting final because I see Ghosty is indeed one of the most decorated track players of the ones present here. There's some familiar faces, some surprises. The case of Jeffrey that seemed to have everything to not qualify and then won 3 or 4 consecutive sprints in what was an amazing semifinal. So the two next races should be really entertaining because the first one even kept things close.
Yeah, I mean it's pointless, so you never know. For me, it's surprising because like the best, I will say that the most skilled players are the ones getting points as Ghosty, Groot, Kingmaker, Edox. But I'm also surprised on players like as you said, Jefe, who had a great semifinal, Tijo, who usually does really good pointers. He did a great semifinal as well. So you never know how this will develop. As we said,
Yeah,
it's not yet.
it's
So
also the case that everything that happened in the first match could actually change now, depending on what happens in the next one.
yep. I mean, the points of now might help, but they are in any case they are not definitive. They won't define the final result. I think.
Even keeping in
Yeah,
mind
but
that there's always that element of randomness, who do you think are the big favorites here for the medals tonight, Mirror?
oof, I mean, it's actually funny because before the first game, I actually gave a couple of names. I said Tijo, who is with 3 points now. So I failed a bit there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe point race is probably the hardest discipline to guess. They call it the lotto, as I said, only one back-to-back winner. But I will go. Okay, let's try to play a bit here. I'm going to check the. Who do you got? Let's see. You are the host.
I
You are the one. You are the main commentator who is usually here. Who do you think will win?
I have to put some good points here, some good betting points for Ghosty, Edox. I would say maybe even Guilherme. As I'm gonna put them as three favorites because they have some interesting points after the first match. All of them are actually very veterans at this, so even Kingmaker still has a good chance as well. But I would say my experience, I think Ghosty. Guilherme, even Adox can still do something, even Groot. But those three, I'm going to focus on those three.
I will put I will put my money on Thomas. He is with 8 points. I think he won't get the focus other gets. It's true that he doesn't attack as much as others do, like for example Edox or Grootmeister, but let's see. I hope I don't curse him as well as I have done
Yes,
with
there's
Tico.
always the commentator's curse, so I hope we don't jinx any of these players that we've been mentioning.
Okay,
So, I'm getting some indications here.
we
Yes, I have the
finally.
indication that Grassi did not show up so far, so he's not expected to join us.
Okay, we're starting.
All right, let's get some action going, finally.
As I said in the first one, point race usually starts slow. First sprint, it's weird that someone risk because everyone has bars, everyone is looking for points, no one wants to be losing points right from the start, and it's easy that they follow your attack just in the first one. So
Yeah, I was going to ask you because you've been in very important races like this one several times. You have all that experience. You go into this points race. And this first sprint, these first couple of sprints of the second match, what would you think would be the best strategy for those that are already on a decent number of points?
I mean, probably I don't think people are taking much into account who has points and who doesn't, as it's really equal so far. But I think that the best thing is that you don't get noticed. I think normally that's the best strategy in point race because if you are kind of hidden, just choosing one or two sprints to attack, and for the rest, cross fingers for getting a good slipstream and a space with 100 meters to go.
You actually mentioned a great point there to not be noticed because if we look at the points, we see, I think, someone like Ghosty, I mean, one of the greatest players of track that we still have nowadays, he has 10 points. If you look at someone like Kingmaker, for example, that we all know is a good player, if you had to focus on one of them, you would probably go with Ghosty more because we're used to see him winning more. Would you agree with this?
Yeah, I will say so, but it's interesting because Ghosty, for example, won the first one, but he he did really bad first game. He only was he only was seen in two sprints, I think. One that he got a block by Flo with 100 meters to go, and the other one, the last one where he actually won. And I think it was in good part because he wasn't really noticed.
That's also the big importance of that last sprint.
Like,
I think we are joined by George. Welcome, George.
Sì, grazie.
and
So, George, did you see the results of the first race?
No, perché ma cosa loro fanno? Like,
Why are you speaking Italian,
because
Grassi
it's
from Cyprus?
8:30 and they've only played one game.
All right, so we are underway, and we already see the Redman, Tomas, Floxing, and Basso top four of the front currently. There's not a big fight for positioning yet, but I'm sure that we're going to see it in the next few meters.
I saw that
as
we
I
had three
said,
players on 10 points in the first one.
as I said, it's usually a slow starting point race. Let's see who makes the first move. Goga trying to go. Okay, we have a Portuguese in the upper side coming. Goga going. The
Gog
red
is
man with
actually the
him.
king of these attacks.
Guilherme going to take the
Guilherme
5 point.
used a lot of
Good
red
Oh,
good
there.
run by him. He got a huge advantage. Oh
Ghost, the
well.
end kingmaker, score points here, which is important for the middle.
Yep.
also for Guilherme.
The
Yes,
four
Miro,
players
sorry.
getting points are the ones with most points already, except Edox and Thomas. So gaps are starting to be made, and this is interesting because some players like Tijo, Jefe, and Ibra or Swaxon have 3 points. They have to start trying new things, attacks and others, because if not, their chances will be over.
I would
We,
say
we
right
for
now,
example, see now
advantage
posting
Guilherme
a copy.
Ghosty. They both have 13 points, if my memory serves me correctly now with these points.
There are many people that like to save their energy on the first sprint because everyone goes for the first sprint. So many
Yeah.
try to go for the second one. But as we saw, there are many people that used red and a lot of effort into the first sprint. So let's see if we
Yeah.
have any people that will focus on the second sprint.
Yeah, Floxing has a huge gap so far. He might actually have it. Like
Yes,
Groot
he,
and Ghost
he, he will
aren't doing
have it.
anything.
Oh, we might
I
have it
think
here,
I
yeah.
think it might be over at this point.
No, he has
But
it.
yeah,
That is
He
yeah,
has
it's
it.
over.
He
impressive.
has
That
it.
It's
is
over
Also,
for
the
really
Ghost.
fact that the
impressive. I've
second
never
place,
seen that before.
it's Groot,
Good
Guilherme.
points for Floxing. One, I mean, he can actually stop far from the line.
That's amazing. But
And
Guilherme with the second place here, that's really strong
That's
from him.
a good attack from Flo, but Guilherme might gets the second place, so he's Tomas scores as well for the first time in this race, and Ibra gets 1 point. So Guilherme is getting the isolated lead now after this sprint, not just in the race but in the final.
Ibra got a point there, but he got a
Guilherme,
huge block by Floxing there. Hopefully he recovers.
wow. So Guilherme so far, he has to be considered the favorite at this point.
Hmm.
Doesn't matter if he does points on the rest of the race. He will get to the third round with in the top five for sure. So he's the man to be followed now. I don't think no one will let him attack. So
Groot has
Groot
a
is
small
playing a
gap there.
difficult game there. I think Groot has to go for it, otherwise he has no chance. But
He's not committing, and that's not the best position to
good
be right
going.
now.
he seems to be committing now.
People
No,
And
aren't
the
following
peloton
the
is
attacks.
lacking. Yeah, he's
so
gonna win this as well.
committed now.
Yep. Okay, Guilherme
That's the
going now.
second time that this happens. This is a really
No,
weird lobby here.
Guilherme. Yeah, I
Edox
mentioned
finds a
before
way through
that
and he's gonna take second place here, it seems. Oh, and oh my god,
Edox
oh my
Oh,
god,
winning.
oh my god. It's gonna
Edox
happen,
he needs
guys.
to
winning.
avoid the block. He needs to avoid the
So
block, and the Ducks might steal it here.
yeah, he will steal it. The interesting thing
Is
here
he?
is that Edox,
Oh.
Edox points. The
Groot does
interesting
get
And
second
thing,
place. Incapable Jeff did not manage to get ahead of Groot, but that is a crazy last two sprints there that we see early attacks scores
so
points.
we
That's
have Groot,
impressive.
Ghosty, Edox, and Guilherme with good points. Kingmaker 2 points as well. So the guys with points are actually getting points again. So the gap is really increasing.
But they say the rich get richer.
As I said before the last race, before the start of the race, this second was probably the one with most attacks, as people can rest now. People, the points here. I mean, there are still a lot of points as there is other race to go. So I don't think people are as nervous as they will be in the last race to get points. So attacks can pay off now. Like
Next
they
sniper
can
now.
work better.
There we go for a third one in a row, but it's gonna be Alder
Alder
following him.
following, Groot following.
Completely
So
followed.
Ibra is fact, and
I think
Groot
everyone
has a
already
great position
realized.
here.
Third time
Groot,
unlucky for Ibra.
Groot, if he doesn't get blocked, he might actually
Oh,
win it.
Groot is in prime
Oh,
position here, but he's
Oof.
gonna get swamped, I think, from Guilherme.
Guilherme, wow,
oh,
Guilherme
Guilherme
12
is
points,
solidifying his lead.
13
Basso will
points.
score his first points. Unless he gets blocked, I think Basso will not score any. Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
will. Okay.
Was not.
Basso had points in the other game.
Low scores 3, Jeff scores 2. So it's Guilherme 13, 8 for Flo, 5 Adox, 4 Jeff, and 4 for Groot as well.
Guilherme is in prime position for the medal here, but we're only
Yeah,
halfway through the final.
This is also the
Yeah,
point we're halfway to the final. This is also the point where people might start focusing him because of that advantage. Let's see.
and I want to mention Floxing, who is already with 8 points. He's making a good comeback. He had only four in the first one, but he's back on the fight, I will say. For the rest, it's all about Guilherme and the ones who led in the first one.
It's difficult to focus someone though in a points race because if you're second or third place, you would rather spend your
Attack
gameplay to
from
try and
Swaxon.
score points
Attack
instead of
from
focusing on them.
Swaxon immediately followed by Kingmaker and Dadamore.
Good
Flow as
attack
well.
by good attack by Swaxon. I don't think it will work because they followed fast, but
Yeah,
it's
they have learned their
to
lesson.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that
Swaxon,
there's
it's
two
he's the
two
only
successful
he's the only
strategies.
player with no points.
Edox is coming fast here. Edox is
Yep,
coming fast, but it's gonna be the red man taking
Redman.
5 points.
Yes, he is. And then Adox, Jeffrey, and Kingmaker. I think those positions will not change.
But
Maybe Tiho. Tiho,
right
yes.
now, right now, Edox is second overall. It's important to that we see that he has no red for the last one. That's actually a problem because last
Mm-hmm.
one, as we know, is the most important one.
Ghosty also needs to make something happen here.
Yep,
He
That's
has
Ghosty
right.
only
started
Yeah.
really good the game, but now I think he saved his red because
Oh,
he was really
definitely.
behind in this one, so
Mm-hmm.
he's probably waiting for this last sprint.
I think people have started to realize that after two attacks happening, it's very
Oh,
unlikely
and there
one.
goes Groot.
Yeah, no,
No, he
he's under
reports.
fire. I
He
mean, he's
reports.
Kingmaker actually going
Right,
in
he goes.
fast.
Oh, and Groot is
Groot
following that. So
following.
Groot is in a good position here now. He has
Yeah,
a
Groot
great
is in a
lead out.
great position here.
What? Oh, okay.
I would like to see what's happening behind if they are following or
Yeah,
not.
but if Groot doesn't
Yeah,
get blocked and he has a clear path,
Basso
then he could
Basso get
have this.
nervous.
Oh, Basso
No,
is ruining Groot's plans,
Thomas
but
in a
let's see.
crazy
oh,
position.
Oh, he's gonna be caught. Groot is not
they're
gonna
gonna be
score any
Oof.
swamped.
points
They're gonna
here.
be swamped.
And Guilherme, wow,
Unlucky.
Guilherme,
But Ghosty, Ghost is coming here. He's gonna
Ghosty's
take
coming
first
strong,
place.
and Ghosty might repeat defeat from the
I
first
think
race.
Ghost is gonna take
Ghosty's
first
gonna take
yep,
the
place.
win.
Yes.
yep. No,
No.
no, no,
No,
Tijo,
no,
Oh
no.
no,
Tijo
He
won
gets
Tiho.
it.
second place. But still great
So,
points for Ghosty. There, he's back in the
yeah,
contention with one sprint
he
only.
stays in contention. He
Guilherme,
hits Guillermo
Guilherme
15.
15 points. Guilherme with a good advantage here. Ghosty and Edox close to him. Edox actually saved his chances as he was only with 1 point in two races, but with this sprint win, it puts him back on the fight as well.
Welcome to the chat, Don Vino. So, guys, things change now. I'm waiting for the official standings, but Guillermo in a prime position for this final race.
It was an interesting race this one as we had more sprints than we had. I mean, we had more attacks than we had before. People actually let gap, but now, as we saw with the game development, that people are getting nervous. People see that they don't have points and that Guilherme is getting a huge advantage. Guilherme is performing great. As we mentioned, it's the only former champion in game, and he's actually showing why. Hey, hello.
Hello.
So I was
Ah,
just
yeah.
reading here some indications. There might be a host change, I think. Not sure what's happening.
We have some standings here. If your Mac can show.
Yep. We have standings, so
I'm waiting for them as well. Do you guys have them?
Yeah, it's in final, but if your Mac can display on the screen.
So
so
Guillermo
well.
is leading 22 points, 19 for the Ghostman. Edox has 18. These are the prime three cannons, but there's still Kingmaker with 12. 12 for Groot as well, then Flo and Tiho 11, Tomasz 10, the Redman 9, 7 for Alder, 6 for Dalamor and Jeffe, 5 for Goga and Basso, Ibra with 1 and Swagson in the mud, 16th place, 0 points.
Ghosty is actually proving the importance of the last sprint. He only got points in 3 sprints so far. Guilherme, I think he got points in like 7 or 8.
Hmm.
This shows how important is the last sprint. Double points mean a lot. They actually make a huge difference. And well, this brings us to last race with a really interesting situation because three guys are in front with huge chances for gold. So probably they will focus each other and they won't let any of them attack. Ghosty isn't a player that attacks a lot. Guilherme and Edox are more, and but Guilherme hasn't, for example, in this one. Edox, I don't think he will try much because Ghosty and Guy know how to focus, and I don't think they will give him either.
All right, we are waiting for the third and final round of this final. So, if we look at the scores, Guilherme 22, Kosti 19, Edox 18 have to be the current favorites, unless something bizarre happened that they wouldn't score much and someone like Kingmaker or Groot could score a lot of points.
Ibra and Swaxon with 1 and 0 points. They are actually, I mean, everyone will say they are out of the fight. So their chance now is to try to get good points and try to maybe get a medal or something, even if it's hard. So they should risk. They can make the race fun. I think they are important because of that. Some guys, the ones with less than 9, 10 points, their role now is to make race fun and to try different things. They are the ones that can change the normal development of the game.
I think top 8, maybe top 9, because the Red Man also has 9. It would be extremely hard for those below that at this point to realistically have a chance for gold. I mean, it could still happen in certain circumstances, but it's extremely hard. So if you're one of those guys, Miro, now on 10, 11, 12 points, it's not impossible. It's a big gap, but what's the strategy? Go all out since the first sprint?
What? You're having a lot of noise in the mic.
Yeah.
I
See if I can fix it. All right, can you hear me well now?
Yeah, a bit better,
Yeah, but
but
the noise still exists.
the thing now
Uh,
for
Okay, it's
the
better
thing
now.
now, I think the guys with 10, 11, and 12 points, it's really hard for them to win gold, but I'm sure one of them will. Well, if I had to bet, I think one of them will get a medal. So their chance now is to also to not let the top three get attacks and get good points,
So you're
and
saying,
to,
Meru, that one of Guillermo Costi and Indox will not get a medal?
it's
I
possible.
mean, it's really possible because it's point race. You never know, and they are going to be the ones. They are going to be the guys to follow. They probably won't have much space for attacks.
Guys,
That's
we're underway for round 3, the final one where everything will be decided. Let's keep in mind Guilherme is still leading the competition, prime position for the Portuguese rider.
A slow start as usual. Maybe a guy will try something now. They should
Yeah,
some guys try just
a
from the
slow
beginning of the
start, but
race.
I feel it's a very fake piece, so to speak, at this point.
We saw in the previous round that aerial attacks do work, so I'm sure that we will see plenty of them.
For now, the first sprint developing normal. The big wall in the front.
He was
Redman,
searching
Thomas,
a
Goga,
wheel
Floxy.
there.
Ghost is pretty much to the front, which is not the best position.
I like the yellow.
Guilherme getting winning positions. Okay, Jeff is going. This is going to be a lead out. The lead
Oh,
out
this
guy.
is
Groot
a
with a
terrible
good
place.
slipstream.
Groot doesn't have a
And
wheel
Alder
on his
coming.
side,
Alder
and
getting it.
ooh,
Oh,
So
Alder getting it.
that is fast by Aldor there.
points are
Jeffrey might still
distributed by the
secure third
guys.
place, with Tijo getting second.
Oh, and Floxing coming on the bottom and takes third place. That's a late lunch
Yeah.
by him.
Tijuan Floxing actually winning some points that can put them in fight for gold. And the rest points for the ones who didn't, who are really far. So for now, Guilherme, Gosti, and Edox, no points.
So Jeffrey rushed there and ended up just benefiting the ones behind him with the lead and the slipstream.
Yeah, but it almost paid off for Jeff. He was well. He got 1 point, but it was better than I thought it was going to be for him.
Yeah, that's true. He still got 1 point out of it.
We can see here that Adox used half his red with no points in the first sprint.
Yep. Okay, Kingmaker going. He's. Let's remember he's with 12 points, so he isn't really far. 200 meters to go.
He's looking good.
Ibra coming. Edox coming. A lot of
Yeah,
guys coming. I think
Kingmaker is
Kingmaker
gonna take
will make
5
it.
points here.
Tijo getting a lot of points.
He
Tijo
is
is actually coming back on classification. As I mentioned before the first game, he's a good guy in point race. He's with the clutch. First race, no points. Second race, he won last
Morris steals
sprint.
the 3 points. Tiho only gets two. Gaga gets one, and Kingmaker takes the lead of this sprint with a great attack.
And Tijo is now 6 points. I know Tijo is 6 points behind Guilherme, so he's
That's
getting
one
close.
last sprint. Could be one last sprint if things come to this at that point. Let's see.
And still no points for Ghosty, Guilherme, or Redux.
Ghosty has been very sneaky because he usually has performed well in the last sprint. So let's see if he's gonna count with that for this round as well. Groot,
Okay,
Basso, and Tuar at the front with the Ghost Band.
we see now how the dynamic is
A
changing.
flyer there by
Attacks
Kingmaker
attacks are
again, but
starting
he
to happen.
aborts.
Kingmaker with
Isolated both,
Egg,
and now Groot is
Groot
going to
going.
go for it, but the pace is already had the back, and Groot is gonna score no points here.
Yep. Edox in a good position. If he used red, he might actually have it.
Yeah, needs to avoid the block, and he did.
Yep.
Blocks himself, Jeffrey. I think he.
Okay,
It's
5 points for Edox that he give him the lead.
Eber's coming though. Eber's coming.
Ibra.
Oh,
Eber's gonna take it, I think. Yes, he
only
does.
3 points. So no lead for Edox.
Edox really needed these points, but Ibra has other plans in mind.
Yep.
It's great to see, by the way, Groot that decided not to block anybody. He just accepted defeat and stayed on the bottom. That's what we like to
Yep.
see.
So 1 point difference for between Guilherme and Edox by now. Ghosty no points, so he's 3 points behind Guilherme.
Oh, we have a
Okay.
notification. See if the world is ending.
We haven't seen anything from Ghosty thus far, but we know how
Oh.
he is. He likes the final sprint, doesn't he?
Live
He
standings
wants
say
it.
that Guilherme has 22 points, 21 for Adox, 19 for Ghosty, 17 Kingmaker, 16 Tiho, 14 Floxing. That's the top 6.
Okay, Swaxon sprinting far.
Oh,
He
everyone's following
was
that.
followed.
Swaxon is
Alder
screwed.
is the one. Alder is the one going. Okay, Ghost is following. Ghost in a good position. He might actually get points here.
He needs to stay on the
But
slipstream.
no, it looks like the guy's coming
No,
from
Ghost
behind
is not
him.
gonna score any.
Oh, but everyone's gonna come in.
Tijo getting good
Tiho!
points again. Okay, Tijo is now 1 point from the lead.
Oh my god,
It's
Tiho
good
can
to
actually
tell.
steal this in the end. What a great performance it would be for him.
Tijo with the clutch. He's doing a really great last race.
Only 2 sprints left now, so not many things
Guilherme
this
still
can
0
do.
points, so terrible position for him. He needs to make something happen. And
For now,
yes,
the
man.
podium is Guilherme, Tijo, and Edox. 1 point difference between Guilherme and the Dutchies.
It's pretty much between these four for the medals.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ghosty and Guilherme have 0 points. They need to make something happen.
I mean, Kingmaker so far, he's 4 points behind. I know he's 5 points, 5 points behind Guilherme.
Groot is half kilometer, half not. Let's see if he goes or not. We lost the
Kingmaker
picture.
uses Groot to attack early, and Kingmaker is fully committed here, and he has to be.
Yeah. And if the peloton falls asleep here, it might be all she wrote.
Which they have done. Groot followed immediately, and he's on almost the wheel of Kingmaker. But now it's gonna be Edox trying to follow, and he has been swamped. So it's gonna be the front two, which did a good cooperation taking points. Groots takes 5 points. Kingmaker
It's
is not
gonna
going
be
to score points, actually.
Maker's not gonna score. Yeah, that's a shame.
Wow. So
But the Ghosty
so
finally
now,
scores some points here, and those points are really important for him.
Those are
3
gold.
points.
but is Jeff
Or is it
going
going
to
to be
stay?
3? It
No.
is 3.
So okay, now this is really interesting because Kingmaker risked when he really didn't have much need.
Mhm.
Ghosty gets points, so now it's 4 guys in 1 point.
One
So
sprint left, and it
who
will
gets point?
decide everything.
Yep, really open
Paul
for the last one. Guilherme
or not.
didn't get any point in this race so far. He actually has to come now.
Yeah.
Yep, Emea.
Yeah.
Okay, now yeah, now it's fine.
Fluxing is like, I'm done with this. No, goodbye. That was Sean. We are entering the last 3
And
turns of this race. Is
let's
Fluxing
mention
and
also
Guilherme in the
that
front?
Kingmaker and Grootmeister are only 5 points behind Guilherme.
That was
With
a
no
Final,
weird
sprint
play
for the
by
last
Fluxing
one.
there.
final
But
sprint
we're
for
into
this.
the final lap now.
It's here. Acceleration from the Redman, Tomas, and Ibra. Let's see who manages.
Guilherme in a really good position. I think
Guilherme is in
Guilherme
a great
might actually
position.
take it.
Guilherme
Guilherme is
might
in a
have
great
it.
position.
Guilherme
But
might
it's
have
gonna
it.
be, is Ghosty also on the bottom?
No, Guilherme is taking it. GG Guilherme.
Guilherme
He's
Guilherme
is.
the
comes in
Oh,
oh
last
and he
minute. But
is.
hang on, is Goga coming?
what?
Goga takes
So
the 10
yeah,
points, or is it Guilherme?
Guilherme gets the 10 points.
Guilherme is world champion.
Guilherme is the champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Guilherme. He is the world champion. Wow, what
So
an ending.
It's
It
really
felt
close for
second,
like
second, third, and fourth here between Tijo, Ghosty, and who else is it?
he becomes the second guy to win 2 point race world championship after
wow.
Ebert.
Anticlimactic ending in the sense that we expected to see those 3 or 4 guys, if possible, obviously in a perfect world, battle it out more closely. But what a great sprint from Guilherme.
So I don't know how the medals finish. I think
I'm going
it
to
might
update
actually
you
be
guys.
Ghosty second and Edox third.
I'm going to update you guys. Actually,
Well, guys, I will say goodbye now. It was great to comment this. I have to play now Scratch,
Mario,
so
thank you so much for being here.
my comments are over for now.
Bye
All
Thank
bye.
you.
right, join us later if you can. Goodbye. So George, it was a bit of an anticlimactic ending. Would you agree? Not because of the winner, Guilherme did a great sprint, but we did expect to see those 3 or 4 in a more close fight. Would you agree with me?
I would beg to differ because it was a really close fight all the way to the finish, and we saw Guilherme who scored 0 points, clutching it at the end and scoring the Big Ten. So I'm actually happy with how it panned out. A really close fight
I,
and
I
some
think it
great
was
performances under pressure.
definitely a great sprint from him, and all he needed was a great last sprint to secure his medal, his gold medal. So congratulations to Guilherme. It's his second win in points race. Becomes the second player ever, sorry, to win 2 point race finals. Who's the? I'm not even gonna ask.
We're still waiting for confirmation about the other medals.
I am. You are. We all are, actually. Yes.
I also have to play Scratch and Elimination, but I'm thinking of staying here if May allows.
Emea isn't the one deciding. It's me.
Good, then can I stay?
Yeah, sure.
Yay.
Waiting me for what? What do you mean waiting me? Oh, Banyong. Okay. All right, Emea. Send me as soon as you have it, so I can announce it, and we move to podium, so we can do a new stream for this next scratch final.
It's really not hard to calculate this, by the way, but I guess I just can't be bothered.
I would need to look and so we have it here and see if I still remember the. Oh, we stay on the same stream. Okay. We are waiting in the confirmation.
before the confirmation. Sorry. Who's the tele? I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm on stream. I can't repeat it. But who is it? Is it Ibra? I have no idea. George,
Yeah, what is it?
who is Swagston referring to? Can you tell me?
No.
Okay, we have medals
Oh,
confirmation.
yeah, go on.
Yeah, you are the champion of the world. 32 points. Congratulations. Ghosty second, 24. Tiho third, 21. Adox fourth, 21. Fifth, Groot, 19. 18 for Flo. Kingmaker seventh with 17. 15 for Goga in 8th, 12 for Alder in ninth, 10th is Jeffy with 11 points, 11th is Toumaj with 10 points, then Dalamore and the Redman with 9, Eber with 6, Basso with 6, and Swaxon in the mud 16th with 1 point. So Guilherme wins a points race medal. He won the lottery. Uh, but he is already bragging about it now. But congratulations to him. It was a good race, a good set of races. George, who was he referring to? Can you tell me just the name of the person?
Yeah, I remember I also called it in live. So once Swagton attacked, everyone was on his wheel, and I believe it was Halder from memory that followed him immediately.
Oh yes, I remember that sprint now. Yes. All right. Oh, podium is ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us once more in these World Championships listen to Portuguese, the Portuguese national anthem to celebrate the win of Guilherme. Congratulations, Guilherme. Everyone, please rise for the Portuguese national anthem.
It's your anthem.
As well.
National anthem of Portugal.
Дамы и господа, прошу всех встать. Звучит государственный гимн Португалии.
Stop.
No.
We are back. Yes. Could you not respect the national anthem? Hi, well, to everyone, we
Ready?
are back. I'm still scolding George. That was the Portuguese national anthem for Guilherme's win. Congratulations to him. And we now move to track solo scratch final, where you will play. Is that correct, George?
Scusa?
Uh, only tu vai giocare. Is that correct, George?
Yeah, I do play, if that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not Italian, bro. That would be for Mel. So,
We
what's
have
your
lots of
expectation?
French people in this final.
We that's usual actually. The Frenches have the majority of numbers for the World Championship, so they have for most tournaments. There's a big French player base. So George, what are your goals for Scratch? Pretend like you didn't just tell them to me when we were in off.
So my goal is to cross the line first.
Okay, that's a good goal. I hope you achieve much success. Try not to bottle it.
I should stop watching the stream so I don't lag. Yeah, I
Actually,
mean, it's a tough final, isn't it? Looking at the names here.
I have no idea who they are because I'm not looking at the names there. Let me see.
It's a stack lineup. So we have Ghosty, Adox, Defred, Leo Falandry, Floxing, Miru, Vino, myself, Kingmaker, Willerm, Grootmeister, Damore, Hash, Joe, Dinley, and Swaxon. So a lot of names
Wow,
that we saw in the previous
final.
final, but it's a really stacked final here.
Pretty stacked final. Who would you place as three top favorites?
Well, everyone talks about how good Difford is in Scratch, and he's the defending champion, I believe. Then you have the Dutch guys like Edox and Damare. They're really good in Scratch. They always end up in the win split. Obviously, the French people, they're all solid. They're here for a reason. Ghosty, casually. Guilherme, obviously, the most recent world champion, is going to enter this with confidence. So everyone has a good chance here.
Wait, I just asked you three names that you consider favorites, and then this gets
Oh,
cut into
okay,
one.
okay. Three names: George, George, and George.
All right, so George, for the triple medal, how do you manage to achieve what isn't technically possible? Tell us your plan. El plan.
Well, the plan is, since it's only one race, unlike a points race, it's not three races, it's one race. I will try and wheel suck until I win. That's my strategy normally.
Oh, I thought you were going to try and abuse rules like the Loxers.
What do you mean by that? What did they
Oh,
do?
it's a long story. I assume you didn't see the fight. No, because you said you wanted three medals, George, George, and George, and so I assumed you were going to try some shady interpretation of the rules like the Loxers.
What did they do? We are underway, by the way.
Did you not? Oh, right, but I don't have an image here. Oh, now we are, yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, I am the biggest of all dogs, joined by Emea the 90th and George Sofronio. Also, Miro was here earlier. And this is PCM World Cup 24 Scratch Solo Final. We are presented by the IMA, hosted by PCM UK, sponsored by Nako and Cyanide. Check the amazing games PCM 24 Into the France 24, June 6th on Steam and other digital platforms.
Jeffred is already in
Scratch
first
is everywhere.
place. Vino started on the front, which is great for him. And it's already a break here starting to split up. They're going for it immediately. So the group behind, including me, needs to start getting together and relay.
Yeah, you
It
need to
seems to
start
be the case.
accelerating. Okay, we have a visual from the break with the Ghostman, John Vino, Miru, and the Fred. Great that we have quite a few streams available with points of view for the final. It's always an amazing stream. Then we have Group Meister in the second group with Flo, Talamore, Guilherme. What, ML, what? Someone better be fucking dying. Oh, we have 5 points of view. Joe Hush, Ghostman, Groot Adox. Alright, Joe Hush, Ghosty, Groot Adox. I'll try to remember.
There seems to be a good cooperation at the back here, but we need to keep going if we're gonna catch the front.
Alright, let's stay here at the front. 5 mirrors already there as well. There seems to be good cooperation at the back, trying to identify where George is. At the front of the second group, pretty much. Alright, stay here with the peloton for a little. There we go, perfect. The gap is falling, 27, 26 meters, 25 meters. There seems to be good cooperation in the peloton. It is now Joe White leading the peloton. The SKPs are getting closer and closer by the turn. Round and round we go. Less than 25 meters now. It's 21 at this point.
There has been a great cooperation at the back, and due to the sheer amount of riders in the main peloton, everyone will be basically full. So the people in the front group need to make sure that they will at least get caught with maximum bars. And one way to do that is by zeroing and blocking the entire peloton, which is very annoying to the riders behind, but it is
But
indeed
a
very
good move.
efficient.
Yeah. Have you been wheel sucking enough, George?
Not yet, because I don't have to.
All right. That's actually true.
I'm full bars
Albeit,
and I'm playing.
yeah, the fact that the peloton was big allowed you to still work and not have worries about the time to rest. And now, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, 17 meters. There we go. We
It's
see
impressive that the
Meister.
front group is not giving up yet. They're still sort of relaying.
Oh, no,
But
they're
now the
not. And the
split has been
peloton,
made.
the
The split is
peloton is
now
going to take them.
complete.
Show us the ghost man when you can.
And now is a time for a counterattack. Ghosty, Diffred, and Edox all in the front, ready to launch.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to see the ghost man. I knew something was gonna happen there at the front. There we go. Perfect. It's the Fred, Edox, Leo, Lamore, and Joe Whiteley now at the front, but no one is still committing to an attack. The ghost man now comes from the outside, starts to accelerate. Is there with the Fred and Miru. Miru was here with us in the booth earlier. Let's see if he can make something good happen for him. A gold medal would be, I'm sure, not just of his liking, but even of his expectations. Joe Whiteley and the Fred at the front. We see now the back of the pack. This peloton is all stretched out. There's a fine mess going out there. Where are you, George? Middle of the pack.
Getting blocked.
Yeah.
It's really important in this situation where there's no break and everyone is loose. You need to be at the front to try and avoid those blocks because they just waste your yellow block
Not
after
just to
block.
avoid the blocks, which obviously you are right, but also to be in a position to respond quickly because a lot of people might actually try something here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can already see here some people are starting to
Yep.
accelerate. You can see Diffred here in the front, slowing down, blocking people, and repeating that all over again.
The Fred, Dalamore, and Swaxton at the front. Let's see Adox now coming from the outside, accelerating a
It's
little bit.
absolutely the calm before the storm. Everyone is
Yes,
almost
it
full
is.
bars, and everyone wants
Less
a chance at a
than
medal.
1 kilometer to go, and I feel attacks are imminent
There's a
now.
split, and they're going for
Oh,
it. Three are
acceleration from Miru, Dalamore, and Adox. Adox very opportunistic there. Allowed Dalamore and Miru to show their intentions and then followed them. There's a gap of 24 meters now, I believe, and the Ghostman is trying to catch up. This is one of the favorite moves of the Ghostman. Sees a break that isn't too far yet, accelerates into it, and then wants to strike later. Groot joins them. Everyone is back together for now.
Oh, forget my medal. My bar is dead.
I guess it would be attack from Adox. There we go. Point of view of what could be the winner. We're not sure yet. Let's see the back. Yeah, there's no cooperation. Obviously, everyone just speeding as much as they can to catch the Dutch player. Adox is in trouble here. Adox is in trouble here. Let's see if he still has the energy to try and resist. Guilherme is catching him. Oh, the agony. Adox, but Adox might preserve. Adox might have the energy. Adox is the world champion. Incredible move. Adox is the champion of the world. Congratulations, my friend. George, where did you end up?
Not where I wanted to.
Okay. I'm going to assume like middle of the pack or so.
Yeah, I mean, problem is that when those three
Congratulations,
people
man.
went,
What a tremendous move, man. That was really awesome. So it's Adox, Kingmaker, and the Ghost Man getting another medal for his tally. So 3 veterans, 3 medals. What a great move from Adox, man. This is what we like to see. So let me see information that we have regarding, I think it's podium and close. Email. Oh, there's still Eli. Yes, I forgot you were correct. So, Adox, congratulations, you are the world champion of Scratch. Kingmaker second place with silver, Ghosty with bronze and third, then Dinley, Leo, Swaxon, John Vino, George, and Hushi ninth. Guilherme closes the top 10. Flo is 11th. Joe Whiteley is 12th. Groot, Miru, and Fred in 15th, and then 16th, DDA. George, you ended up precisely middle of the pack. It wasn't what you hoped for, but given the The moments of mess of the race, is it enough to say, okay, that wasn't bad?
No, I really wanted more here, but it wasn't my best type of scratch because where I excel is trying to save energy where others are spending, but due to the nature of the scratch, everyone was full with the last 5 laps to go. So it was just a matter of luck and avoiding blocks. And obviously there is some skill, it's not just luck, but I was on the bad luck side of things with getting many blocks and also following the moves with everyone on my wheel. So I just ended up last of the pack in the final lap and just managed to luckily squeeze through and get 8th place, but it was far from a good race for me.
All right, so are you in Eli, George?
Yes, I am.
All right, stick around if you want to. And as we speak, we are waiting for Lottie for elimination. So as soon as Emir gives me the go, we will go for the podium. Do you have it? Yes, he does. So, ladies and gentlemen, please rise with the national anthem of the Netherlands and our winner, ADOX.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor, levantem-se para o hino nacional da Holanda.
After scratch, we're down to the final event. It's the track solo elimination race. I believe it's one race, or is it three?
It is one race, and we are back for a track solo elimination race, as George was saying as well. Once again, congratulations to ADOX, you are the scratch champion of the world. It is indeed one race, I'm being told. Yes, I know I was muted. I started talking and only then I realized, so thanks for the old news. George, what's the goal here for you?
At this point, I'll be happy with the top 5, if I'm honest.
Eli isn't exactly your strong suit, right?
It used to be my strongest, actually, like a year and a half ago. I was great
Yes,
at
it
it. I'm
is.
still good at it, but I've grown elsewhere. But I can still win eliminations. It's just I often end up going for blocks and they just don't work out, or make bad choices. Like I shared the video earlier, a couple of days ago, where I just react way too late to a move. So it's just some issues that I have in elimination, but we'll see how it goes.
Who's your top three favorites for this final?
First of all, let's name them because it's
Oh,
not the same
I'm
order.
actually seeing them here as we speak. It is Ghosty, Groupmaster, Bassel, John Vino, Hush, Adox, Joseph Whiteley, Tiho, Agap, Benyong, Hazing, Alder, George Sofronio, Miru, Naughty's Good, and some guy from France named Falandri.
I will give you three names that I think are quite, let's say, underdogs, but have a good chance of a medal. So these three names are Agap, Alder, and Naut.
That's your favorites.
No,
Why?
those are three people that I expect one of them have a good chance at a medal.
Oh, okay. Who would you say is the most favorite of all the players, though, for the gold medal? Give me one
I
name.
haven't really followed the World Championship this much, so I don't know how they have performed, but I do believe that Vinu will be a strong favorite here.
All right, guys. Alox is currently leading the track GC 541 points. Second is the Ghostman 475. Third, John Vino 441. Then Guilherme 427. And Groupmeister 390, 372 for the Kingmaker. The Sim 337 and 313 for Leo Falandri in 8. Then Nilly 297 and Adamore closes the top 10 with 281. Then we have Tiho, Joseph Whiteley, Pepele, Floxing, and the Redman top 15. Swaxon, Tomas, Alder, Miru, and Mendes closing the top 20. Hashi, Ibra, Basso, Agap, and the Fred in the Mud 25th and 155 points. Also 0 gold medals for him. But he has one bronze medal and 200 TT. 200 TT, we all know that it's the discipline that matters, right, George? As UK national champion that I am, I have to endorse all the 200 TT medals. So, George, future plans. Do you plan to be on the UK national championships again next year?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I would much rather play the UK and see rather than Champions League playoffs or anything.
I'm guessing you didn't have a lot of fun with that.
Oh, I didn't think of. Oh, perhaps I won then. I mean, let's get things first. So first of all, I'm not even intending on buying PCM to the 2024 as of right now.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
George, you fucking.
Really?
Exactly. So yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be playing this year. I mean, first of all, the fact that EMEA will not be here makes me worried about how IMA will be and exist in the first
I
place.
think that makes us all worried when there are people that are probably more worried about personal petty feuds than actually governing the IMA properly. But I assure you that the presidency, yes,
Yeah,
and
should
pretty
be
much that.
placeable.
And I think enough is said about the IMA on stream. So, we are waiting for Elimination Lobby, and
We're just waiting on Nout, but
why is it late?
Nout is suffering. He's trying to open his PC, but he's pretty slow.
Oh, okay. It ended up being a fortunate coincidence that I would not end up playing. And the last World Championships where EMEA is actually part of the AMA as a president, so that I could actually be here in most days for the commentary. Aside some first rounds where I couldn't be here. Period. So, and that's why I didn't play in the first place. George, what are you gonna miss more about the EMEA, pizza or Mussolini?
Um, the website and the streams.
All right. Yes, it is important to note that I will also be retiring June 6th
Sure,
from the
buddy.
IMA. No,
Okay.
from the IMA. Can I speak, motherfucker? Thank you. I will also be retiring June 6th from the IMA streams. Never will I be heard again here. Well, I'm not going to say never because you never know the future, but I have no intentions of ever being heard here again. I believe that there are people that should also step up and do more things, work more. There's going to be a lot of changes in the IMA with the departure of our esteemed dictator Emir the 90th. And I think some people that only appear once a year to cause shit should start working harder and actually do something instead of just causing drama. Fuck them all.
Well, Sean, you mentioned that you believe that there are people that should step up. Do you really believe that? That there are actually people that can take charge of these things? That because that's what I'm worried about, I mean.
No,
I'm
no, no,
worried
no.
that no one will replace me and no one will replace you.
Wait, wait. Let me say that I don't believe it will happen, or I have low expectations that will happen. But I think if extreme measures aren't taken for it to happen, then it definitely won't happen. I cannot continue doing certain things after I see that some people do not want to contribute at all and only want to create drama out of petty feuds that only exist in their heads. So that is something I cannot take anymore. And people are always saying, person A should leave, person B should leave, and person C should leave. Well, A and B are already out the door, one for good, one partially. So I think their desires, if their desires truly come to realize, then they will have jack shit to play for the most part. That's it. Thoughts, George?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Fuck you.
You're gonna get the stream banned.
I don't give a fuck.
Yay! Sean, calm down. I know that it's one of your final streams, but you better go off with respect.
I'm going off. I'm always swear during IMA streams, and just for your information, swearing isn't bad because I'm not going like I'm not even going to give examples of things I can say or we would indeed get cancelled. I'm just having fun. I'm
Oh,
not.
we have some good soundboards about that. Let me try and
Oh,
find them.
yes, please shoot. I mean, my streams are ending. Let's have some fun here.
Oh, I cannot. No, no, I cannot use my own soundboards from a server because I don't have Nitro. So I have
Okay, I'm
the
getting.
Victor one, the Victor
Wait, wait,
Rage,
wait, wait.
the
Stop,
Victor from
stop,
PCM.
stop. Fuck's sake,
Okay.
I'm getting indications here. Um, we just hope George gets out round one so he can commentate the rest of Eli.
I'm already
We stay
commented.
on.
I commented the whole scratch while I was playing.
Yeah, Emir is such an ungrateful man. We
I
stay on
know.
Adox's point of view as it is best bitrate streamed, and we'll see. Yes, please, because Adox indeed has the best image.
Okay. Update. We have not finally joined PCM, so we should be underway very, very soon.
Thank you, God. God telling me that even though I do not believe in his existence, but everyone is entitled to if they want, he is showing that mercy is still possible on us all. So, PCM World Cup 24 in the IMA, one final time, elimination, final soul. Let's go soon.
Who is this? Tan Nguyen.
Who?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone joined just now.
Oh, some random player, I guess.
Yeah, but it seems like we're gonna start with him.
Well, you shouldn't notify someone.
No, it's surely not.
What?
Look in chat. So Nguyen is he in it? Oh, he got kicked. Sad.
Gee, you think so? Oh my
He
god.
would have been a good replacement.
Fuck my life, man.
Okay, so now it's finally in the lobby, and we should be underway in a couple of. Actually, we're underway now. So obviously, it's 16 players and 16 eliminations. Well, 15. One is the winner. The first elimination is the toughest one. It gets easier on the way, but it gets harder at the end. So at the start, it's really easy to not find any room to squeeze in. So you just end up at the back. But also at the end, it's gonna be the best players, isn't it? So it's also tough at the end.
Well,
But there's basically like three phases of elimination: the tough one, the panic one, then the calm one that you just go through things and halfway through the elimination, and then the winning part.
well, this is the most concentrated phase of elimination. These first sprints are vital to have a chance of breathing a bit later, and a whole all hell breaks loose in these sprints. Acceleration where they're going underway for the sprint. It's Hazing, A Gap, Ghostman, Naughties, and Ben Young behind. Hazing,
Now
Naughties.
we really
Now
are waiting 10 minutes for Naut, and he's out in the first round.
I can't.
I
And that's
told
not.
you that this Hugh guy was gonna be a good replacement.
You are right, George, as always. Except for the fact that he legally couldn't, but yeah, sure. No, but nothing against Nal. It's just funny that it ended up being the person that was out first.
Oh, apparently not zeroed.
Why?
Yeah, good question.
Oh, okay. Oh, why did he go zero? He doesn't know. It's also second sprint is already underway. Miru, Ghostman, Groot, Hazing,
Ooh, I
Adox.
saw Alder at the back. I saw Alder at the back. It's Vino actually. Where's what?
Oh, it's Vino. It's John Vino. It might be John Vino. It's John Vino. Oh no.
Oh, I took him out. I just realized I took him out.
Wow,
I took
George.
my own favorite out. Oops.
How could you, bro? It's
Oops.
like you have. It's like you want to have chances of getting a medal, bro, to do this.
What was your what was your top three favorites here?
I mean, and any restaurant Vino is, he always has a chance of winning. I don't know if he was my top favorite, but just surprising to see him go second. I probably would have bet money on him if I remembered to bet in time, which I didn't, thankfully. 'Cause
Gonna be
George.
best out here, I believe.
Uh, yes, it's a day. It's a sprint of joy for PCM when a Luxor goes out.
Wow. Okay. Do we really hate Luxors that much?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Sake.
Because you
No, I
have
don't
been
think.
accusing them of cheating, and now you're
No,
happy
no,
that
no,
they're
no,
out.
no. That's correct. The part that not that they cheated, but that they abused rules. That's correct, and that annoys me because that generated a situation where people wanted to absolve them, but wanted to say that they were wrong and that new rules were needed. Only in this community something like this happens. Oh, the big dog is right, and we need new rules instead of punishing with the ones we already had.
Oh my
What the
god, I
fuck?
was so out there, but I got really lucky, and he's getting on the top by himself. He's going out,
No, I
gets
don't.
13th place.
I don't hate Luxors at all. I was actually having a blast with them last night here when they won the World Championship, and I was actually happy for them. It's just some unnecessary imaginary feuds that don't exist is what annoys me. But no, no hate
We see
actually.
a comment here from Vino in the chat. He says, Englishman move for nothing. That's myself.
That's you,
And
yes.
I moved because I wanted to block people so that I don't go out, because I was close to going out.
Well, George, you now have to defend your move by performing well in this race. Don't feel pressure.
I had to use a bit of red in this sprint, but I seem to be
You
safe.
felt pressure. Oh, Joe
It's gonna
Whiteley.
be Joe.
Joe
Yeah.
Whiteley.
Or is it? Oh, Harsh is getting blocked by Miru there, and it's gonna be Hash out.
It is my time to say hush. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Let's wait for the next weakest link. We already have Naughty's Good, John Vino, Basso, Hazing, and Hushy out. Some of those were actually possible medal or possible theoretical winners, so shall see.
So now we're getting closer to that phase that I said about being calmer. It's 11 people, and there is enough space for all of them to be side by side. It's more about whoever manages to not get any blocks
You're
and
in
gets
the point of
behind.
view of the GOAT Grootmeister as he is saving himself perfectly well. Top four of the sprint, I believe.
Is Tiho
And
versus Agap here? Tiho versus Agap?
oh, A-Gap or Tiho, I think it's
Ooh,
A-Gap.
Agap came close, but not quite enough.
Oh, that's unfortunate for the Ukrainian player. A-Gap, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. I don't understand what Menez is saying because not because of what he, I'm sure, wrote it perfectly fine. Because of my view, Leo is killing Miru. Okay, now I got it. Had to do some zoom. That's the pedals we like to see. People killing each other on Alder Tiho Miru.
That's great. Ooh, that was Alder. What was he doing there? It wasn't even a photo finish. Alder just gave up.
Wow, not the best way that I think he would have liked to end his race.
So
Although
that's
you are the
two of
weakest
my
link,
three favorite for a medal out.
of
That's
course.
not good.
Never ask George opinions again.
Wait, it's three of them actually. Now Alder and Agap. I
It's all of
will.
them, yes.
And also
Although
my
you are the,
great.
although you are the weakest link, goodbye.
I could be in danger here. I could be in danger. Let's see how this goes.
Oh,
Oh, I found a
George.
goodwill hood, but I need to use red. I need to use red. I need to use
Yep,
red.
yep, you do. Oh, it's gonna be Leo Falantri. Nope.
It's gonna be Joe, I
Yes.
believe. Yeah, it's gonna be Joe.
Oh, it's Joe. Joe is fucked.
But look how close that is now. It's really
Oh,
tricky.
wow. Joe Whiteley, you are the weakest link, goodbye.
And now it's also a matter of red, whereas previously you just didn't use it most of the time. But now you need to start saving up red because every elimination could be close and close. As we said, there
George,
is enough room for everyone to be side by side, so there will be sprints side by side, and you need red for that.
And George starts to accelerate alongside Group Master and Ben Young, and it's Adox in a prime position to get screwed if he doesn't recover now. He needs to avoid the block. He's not succeeding. He needs the cap there. He doesn't get it. He's again in space, and Adox, you are the
Sorry,
weakest link.
Dogs, I had to do it. It was really tough on Adox, but it needed to be done. But thankfully for me, that means that I didn't use any red there, blocking Adox.
All right, Adox, champion of the world earlier today. He finishes in this race. Sorry, he finishes again in a respectable top 8, but I'm sure he would have wanted more. But we still have Miru, the Ghost Man, Tiho, Ben Young, Leo Falandri, Groot, and George that is here with us in commentary. George, what's your point of view from the race now?
Bad, very bad.
Yes, I can see
Very
that.
bad. I'm out. I'm out. Or am I? No, Miru is out.
Oh, you are not. Ben Young is out.
Jesus
Oh, Miru,
Christ.
Miru.
But my red bar is dead now. I need to be lucky and recover my red bar here. Otherwise, I'm in deep trouble.
Miru, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Sadly, because you actually were here helping us, and you seem to be racing well today until this race. So, unfortunate. Best of luck for future races.
Ooh, I'm closed in. And it would be terrible for me.
Wow, George, you are not in a position to be in a spot like that right now. I hope you make it work. Yep.
I'm gonna be through, I believe, but I will have no red at all.
George is going to pass. Oh, it's Leo. It's Leo.
I have 0 red. Great stuff.
Yeah, well, that still gets you a top 5, so congratulations. That was the main goal, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, AGAP has been saying same forever that I will win gold here. So I mean, I saw this coming from the start of the lab. I was cased in, and same for here. I'm cased in.
Oh,
This is
yes, George. George. George.
there's not much I can do here. I just need to be lucky and try to escape. Hopefully, someone blocks
Motherfucker, am I
someone
not
else.
speaking here?
Where is it?
Thank you. Please try not to spoil because you are like a few seconds ahead of the stream.
Well, there you go.
There goes George.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, rip. Position saved Groot. George, if you could follow, I know you're in the lobby, but if you could follow via Discord, that would probably be better because you're spoiling the stream.
Oh.
Thank you.
Emma, fuck you, honestly.
What did he say?
Look in chat.
I don't have time, man. I have one screen only.
We can see here that Groot is in the middle of the puck. Ghost is in a good position for a block, but he stays on the bottom. He's not gonna block anyone. However, Groot does decide to block Tico, and Tico is going to be out and miss on a medal.
So it's going to be Ben Young, Ghosty, and Groot for the medals. Congratulations to them. We still have to decide which medal goes to which player. So, Groot, Ghostman, Ben Young. Starting to look good for the Ghostman. Outstanding sprinter, but so on the other side, so is Groot, world champion of sprint. And
The difference here is that Groot used a lot of red, whereas Ghosty should be full. But let's see if Ghosty can avoid a block here. He did not avoid a block, but let's see if he's gonna go out. Ghosty is in bad position. Ghosty is out.
Ghosty, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. And Ben Young and Groupmeister, one of them, will be the champion of the world.
I'm backing Benyong here because I don't think Benyong ever got a gold medal in World Championships. So this would be a really nice victory.
Ben Young, because I think he's a nice guy overall. Not saying Groot isn't, obviously, but he's worked a lot in this World Championship. He's a good dude. He never had a gold medal. I would like to see that as well. I agree. Let's go to both of them though, because they're
and
both
also
nice
Groot
guys.
is Luxor, so he must not win, obviously.
He must what?
He must not win since he's Luxor.
You're
But anyway,
learning,
we're into the
No,
final lap
I'm
now,
kidding.
and this has become a sprint, as you can see on the top of the track, and it seems to be a side-by-side sprint. as if they're not gonna
Advantage.
go early, and
Advantage.
Benyon is going for the bluff.
Oh,
Good blocks are good blocks, and it goes.
Benyon,
Oh my God!
Benyon,
Benyon takes
Benyon,
it.
Benyon, you are
Great
the
blocks
champion of the
there.
world.
Oh my God, that was some thick move there, blocking him 3 times in a row. Groot did not manage to come around and take silver medal.
Benyon, congratulations, you are the champion of the world. Wow, amazing set of blocks there. George, thoughts?
No.
No? Okay, thank you. Wow, I don't think anyone saw this coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what an ending. Dreams do come true for Ben Young, and it's always so great to see a new world champion from time to time. Some good stories of overcoming the odds. Wow, that was shocking, but a really fun race as well. George, final thoughts. You got top five. What do you think about the race?
I mean, obviously, top 5 of the world is a good position, but with not much to remember from this World Championship, I would have liked a medal here. I mean, it doesn't really help me in any way to have a 5th place. I'm not going for any standings or anything, but I'm gonna take it. There are people that were much more unlucky in this elimination. I got lucky a couple of times. So I think I can finish this World Championship with a not bad feeling, let's say.
All right, George. Thank you so much for commentating with us while you were also racing. Stick around and join me in the interviews in a bit. For now, we are waiting on the confirmation of the results, the podium ceremony, and then we will try to hear some guys, hopefully among them our world champions of the day, or at least some of them. So we are waiting for the confirmation, but we already know the medalist, as you saw now on stream. And the big news is Ben Young getting his first solo gold medal in a world championship. Congratulations to Ben Young, a fellow Orca member and a player that had never won a gold medal. So I'm sure this is he's a happy guy now, a happy moment for him, and he deserves it. Congratulations, Ben.
Benyon is reportedly dizzy right now, and you would imagine him to be so. This
Yep,
is one of his best nights ever in PCM, if not the
amazing.
best.
And that has to be one of my favorite moments from the World Championships in recent history, man. I'm really happy for him. So sometimes dreams come true, and for Ben Young, his did, and he is the champion of the world. And that's what we like to see. Some fun moments like this, some surprise moments, happiness moments, all of that.
Welcome, Joe.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, Joseph Whiteley. Thoughts about what we just seen? I'm sure you've been listening as well. I think
Couldn't
He,
be
he,
more
he got a
happy for
top
Ben
10
Young.
in elimination.
he had what?
He got a top 10.
Yes, and I'm sure that after that maybe he was listening to the stream.
I didn't want to tell
Oh,
out
right.
in case I crashed the lobby, to be fair, so.
Ah, okay, that's fair. Thoughts on the race, Joe?
I did okay. I think I showed myself alright. I got into trouble very early on with a couple of rounds, so I was lucky to
All
survive
right,
for that while.
Joe. Sorry to interrupt you. We're gonna hear you in a bit, but
Yeah.
we actually have points on screen, and then we're gonna move to the podium ceremony. So, guys, as you can see, Ben Young is the champion of the world. Then Meister silver, and Ghosty, the Ghost Man, has bronze. Then Tiho George, that was here with us commentating. Sorry, despite being in the final as well. Then it's Leo, Miru, Adox, and Joseph Whiteley in ninth. Alder closes the top 10. Agap, Hoshi, Hazing, Basso, John Vida closes the top 15. And Maltese was in the mud 16 with one of the most bizarre and funny sprints we've seen because he was late and was the first out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please rise one more time today for the Dutch national anthem to celebrate the well-deserved champion of the world, Ben Young. end?
As we were saying, we don't like this EMEA guy anymore.
Yeah, never liked him in the first place as well. He seems like a very dull person. So we are back live, and if you just tuned in, you lost one of the most awesome moments of the World Championship. Our very own Ben Young from the organization, triumphing against all odds, becoming the champion of the world of elimination, one of my favorite disciplines, as George knows, or even maybe even the track favorite. George, I'm gonna start to hear you first because you're already here. What would you what would be your balance from your night today?
Could have been a lot worse. I mean, an eighth place and a fifth place, I think, is a good result generally. As I said previously, I was aiming at a medal. That would have been something that would make me happy. But I mean, it is what it is, and hopefully next year I won't have any issues with PCM, with the internet, and it will actually allow me to have a full shot at track overall, which is my main purpose. So
Wait,
we'll see.
what are you talking about? Next year?
Yes.
I thought you weren't even gonna buy the game, and now you're talking about your plans.
Yeah, I mean, if I am to play PCM, that's gonna be my
Oh,
main target. I've
just
done everything else. I've done all
just
side
say the
quests.
truth. Just say the truth, mate. The amazing story of Ben Young inspired you to play next year.
That's a good call, actually, and it could be. Yeah, you might be right. Actually, I see that everything is possible.
Contrary to what people think, I most of the times am indeed almost always right. Just a slightly welcome.
Yo,
Joe, how would you classify your evening? And also, let's talk because Ben Young already confirmed us that he can't be here. Let's talk about that amazing moment we ended up seeing. So your race first, and then your thoughts about Ben Young.
yeah. So scratch. I was in the the main breakaway, or pretty much the only breakaway. Uh, I knew it was pretty much worthless, but I just thought I'd do a few relays, respect to the other players, and then try to save some bars. I think I had like 10-20% less bars than everyone behind in the peloton, um, which wasn't ideal. But no, to be fair, I was like a block away from maybe sneaking into the top 10 scratch. I can't really ask for much more than that. And then elimination, I kind of screwed up in the
Wait,
first
wait,
couple
wait,
of
Joe,
rounds.
Joe, let me
Yeah,
ask something that is of
but
extreme importance for the elimination race. Joe Whiteley, you are a top 10 eliminator of the world. What's the feeling?
you make me sound like a murderer. But yeah,
Well, perhaps you are a murderer of other participants in the track, nothing illegal, of course. Um, so what was your feeling? I mean, you were close to the scratch top 10, and then you ended up getting the top 10 on Eli. Is that a good night for you, or do you think you could have made more?
I think it sums up my track world championships in general. Just pretty much always in and around the top 10. I think maybe even in the track overall, I might sneak a top 10 in the overall as well. I mean, actually, no, it depends on omniums in it, so I probably won't. Because I don't think I'm going to win my next sprint match. So, yeah, but I think this is probably the best ever track world championships I've done. I got a little bit unlucky in some races, but then in other races I got quite lucky as well. So I think my luck's balanced out. And then, as you said, in elimination, first few rounds I kind of screwed up a little bit, but obviously I have one eye on the overall, one eye on the elimination, so I wasn't going to do anything silly. So I was just trying to go as deep as I can into the final rounds, and then see if my bars were to recover. I got to the top 10, my bars were still just as bad as they were in the first couple of rounds. I was like, I'm on my last legs here. I was using my red bar very early just to sneak past a couple more rounds, and then inevitably we were all stretched out in one big horizontal line. And everyone who plays elimination and track in general knows when you're all in that line, all taking slipstream, it's almost like a race of truth. The person with the least yellow is always going to come last because everyone has equal slipstream pretty much. And yeah, I knew at that point. I mean, my yellow bar was like not even half, so I knew I was going to go out. But I can't be too disappointed. And You mentioned about Ben Young. I mean, it's unfortunate he can't be here to speak, but I couldn't name a better player to go and win the elimination. I mean, there was a few people I was rooting for in that final once I went out, George being one of them. He was unlucky, to be fair, to get stuck behind.
I'm not sure I ever screamed so much as in these World Championships, at least as in this moment, and it wasn't as loud as it could have been because I'm still having throat issues, but that was absolutely fun. And you and George, please stick around. We're still going to talk a bit about the Ben Jong moment. That was awesome because first we're going to listen to Adox, and then I will invite him to join that quick conversation about Ben as well. Because Ben can't be here right now, and he won't be interviewed due to not being able to be here. But we're going to try and talk a bit about what happened. Adox, congratulations, my friend. You are the champion of the world of Scratch. How does it feel?
It feels nice the way how I won it. It is maybe not the most beautiful way, so I was understanding that Miri was upset, but it was a big chance of winning. I was actually a long time after the race in the back, and I did not feel that I had the best bars, but I could use the situation good and then just go on an early attack and see where it ended, and it was the win. Beforehand I knew I had chances in scratch because I always close in the top, but no, I'm happy with the win.
In elimination, actually, first of all, before that, we had points race. Tell us about your race there.
I think I played really good in points race. Only I had a couple of moments I was a bit unlucky that I could score points, but then just did not find the gap. For example, the last sprint in the third heat was like I had really good wheel, good slipstream, but I did not have any space. If I had their space, I maybe had one points race as well. But it's always like you need to have the luck to have the gaps and the space. But
And
overall, I played well, a decent points race, but you always have to find spaces.
Ghostman was very opportunistic in those point races, getting the final sprint in 2 out of them, 2 out of 3. Do you think that if you had focused a bit more on that final sprint once or twice, you could have came out of it with a medal, or was it just a matter of space, as you were saying?
Actually, the last one I had full red, so I had the bars. But yeah, it's always a risk if you just wait and don't sprint, and you could have taken points. You never know if you are in a position to take the last points. So I always go for every sprint. And even if I don't have red for the final sprint, then if you have a good amount of boost, you don't even need to red.
So then came elimination, and talk us a bit about your race, because then I'm going to ask you as well what I've asked the others about Ben. How would you describe your race?
My expectation about Alienware and also not that high. At some point I got blocked, and then I had not the best bars anymore, and I struggled a bit. And then in my sprint I went out, I got blocked, so I was behind a bit, and I need to go down, and there was only a little bit space, so it was just hoping that George would not move on time, but he did, and yeah. But the problem I already was in shit position before, so I think it was fine. I'm not a really good elimination player, so I didn't expect a lot there.
And then came that moment, and now I'm gonna ask you all to join in this convo. Then came that moment that I think, aside maybe a couple of people, it's probably one of those most amazing moments to witness when a great guy like Ben Young gets the gold medal. What was the feeling, guys?
Wow, it was really amazing. Like also the sprint of top three, he go early. I don't know if he used red there, but he already blocks on points. Like I think if he didn't block there, he was on speed, was out, but he blocks Ghosty out, and how he won from Grootmeister, it was completely crazy. Like actually, he go way too early. Like if it is just sprint to sprint, next to next, Groot will win at 100%. But he kept on blocking, kept on blocking. He never got to the side. Yeah, that was like, yeah, that was a crazy sprint of him, really.
Guys, thoughts, Joe and George?
Sorry, I wasn't following.
the Ben Young, I asked Ben Young and I asked you to join. Then after Edox finished talking about his Eli, then came one of these moments where I think most of us, if not all, have to be like super happy about it. One of the greatest guys we know, Ben, won his gold medal. Edox was talking about how he saw that sprint. What were your thoughts, Joe and George?
Yeah, I mean, he was playing out of his skin. I don't even think Ben Young necessarily had the better bars or red bar than Groot in that final sprint. Ben Young just, yeah, I mean, there was countless blocks he blew to Ghosty and Groot in those final two sprints. So, and from a non playing perspective, I think he's probably one of the most deserving medalists probably in this community. I already said that in the chat. If not the most deserving person to get a medal. I don't
I
think
fully
he's
agree with
got a
that.
medal before, so I'm sure this would be very nice for him. And it's not going to be one of those, you know, it's not going to be one of those events we forget about because that was a pretty infamous last two sprints he delivered against Ghosting Group, and also Elimination is probably one of the more prestigious events
That
in terms.
sprint against Groot, guys, that was just something of beauty. It seemed that everything was against Ben, especially with Groot being the world champion of sprint and an expert, and he got that strength out of nowhere, continuously block him just enough to pass ahead of him. I agree that I don't think he had the better bars as well, but wow, that was just tenacity, pure tenacity.
Yeah, and like I say, couldn't be more happy for him. It almost feels like as if like I've gone and won. That's how happy I am for him. But
Yeah,
he,
I feel like that as well. When a good guy like Ben Young wins, that's always awesome. Joe, carry on. You were saying, sorry.
no, I was just reiterating what you just said as well. It's almost as if like when someone wins like that, it feels like you won yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, Docs, do you agree with that?
Do you still hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Had
was
some problems
asking.
with my mic.
We were saying
Uh,
when a good guy like Ben Young wins, we all feel like we won. Do you agree with that?
yeah, I was also rooting for him. Of course, it is my teammate, and also like he's like a bit the underdog, of course. Yeah, it is a guy who also do a lot of about for the community. So
Indeed.
organizing also this World Cup. I see Ben Jong is in the public. Maybe
Ladies and gentlemen, we
he
have
is.
Ben Young here. Let's see.
Maybe
Let's see if
he
we can hear him.
wants to talk now. Come on,
Let's
Ben, you
see if
can
we
do
can
it.
hear him. Maybe. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna invite him. See if he joins or not. Maybe he is already
Come
feeling
on,
a bit
Ben
better.
Jong. Come on, you can do it.
Ben.
Yeah, he's here.
Ben Young, you are the champion of the world, and everyone here
No,
loves
He's
no,
got,
he's
he's
not.
got, he's got
you.
his
No, he's not.
Oh, no, he is. Okay,
biggest
so
race in the World Championship.
guys, what a moment that was! But there's still a few more races to come. Is there any in particular that you guys want to see?
There are more?
There's more
Not
races,
tonight.
not today. I mean, for the World Championship that is still left to race.
What is there left?
We've got
Oh, it's the
we've
tryhards
got
tomorrow.
we've got a sprint medalist in the making in the voice chat, and I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about Adox.
That's possible,
You never
actually.
know. Like I can
Even Joe Whiteley is
draw.
possible.
I mean, everybody can win this in sprint. And top 8, everybody is just really good themselves. Are a
Ben
bit
Young,
more.
ladies and gentlemen, Ben
Hey, Young,
Young,
hey.
you are the champion of the world. Congratulations. How does it feel? Everyone was here rooting for you, praising you. Man, talk to us.
Well, I don't know about. It's so crazy to do. I didn't even think I'd get close to winning anything in any World Cup ever. Like, yeah, I'm okay at things, but even a top five would be amazing. And then to win this, just unreal.
I know this is a hard request to do because it was all so fast, but it was amazing to see. That last sprint, I'm going to assume the bars weren't great. Try and talk us through what happened because that was one of the most uh, uh, like climatic things I've ever seen. Your tenacity, managed to find the right blocks at the right time and beating Groot. Talk us through it. How was that?
I mean, I'll say the moment I launched, I thought I directly lost because normally when I launch in sprint at that time, it's just you can never block the other guy. But then I remembered, yeah, this is elimination. I can always try to block him. And the moment he tries to go past me, I have to block him there, and then he also directly goes back.
And did you hit any red in the two remaining sprints?
Well, only what was left. I in both sprints I used all red, but also in the sprint before when Tifa went out.
When you beat Ghosty on the on the second to last, and when you survived into the top two, what were your thoughts there? I'm happy with silver, or shit, I can actually win this.
Well, yeah, both actually. I was really happy with silver, but I thought, well, now I'm here. Why not try just all out to win
Uh,
this?
Young, I want to personally thank you. That was, in my opinion, as I said earlier here in the chat, one of the best moments of my recent memory of being here in the booth for the World Championships. I think this was the moment I screamed more in this World Championship. I was really rooting for you, and I'm really, really happy, man.
Thanks.
Ben, thank you for being here. I don't know if any of the guys wants to pose another question.
He's the
I
goat.
think.
He doesn't need to speak anymore.
All right, I agree. Ben, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations. This is your moment. Enjoy it, man. All right, we're moving into the calendar because George, as always, was asking us what's still left. Why is the sky blue? Why is the water wet? And if nothing else, we live to explain these things to George. So, tomorrow we have Tryhard Day. TTT and ITT solo finals. Daniel Miko will not renew his ITT title. Who can do it? And who can become a top 10 TTTer of the world, taking advantage of the big dog's absence? Those are all questions we want to see answered. Then we have a Saturday where nothing happens. It's a rest day. Then we move into the final moments, the final stages, the final medals, and the final decisions of this World Championship. Sunday we have Classics final, then Tour final Monday. Tuesday we have Sprint final 8 and the Omnium final, ending our stay here for track. And then all good things must come to an end. And on the 5th of June ends the presidency of EMEA the 90th. It's the final day. The World Championship comes to an end with the prestigious inline final, and all good things must end, so the season also ends, and we move on to PCM 24. Yes, we know that the final day will be the following. Just stop interrupting me for that shit, for the love of God. That's the transition day, yes. So, I want to thank George and Miru for joining me in the booth, and of course everyone that came for the interviews. Thank you guys. There's still anyone here? If not, well, thank you the same. And I want to
Thank you
remind
too.
you again. Thank you. Join us tomorrow for TTT and ITT finals. Only finals now and only solo finals until the end. Join us for that. I am the biggest of all dogs. With me, I had Emea the 90th, I had Miru, I had George Sofronio, and this was the championship of the world. And today's champions of the world were Guilherme, Adox, and the mighty Ben Young. Have a good night, all.
Madison Beer.
Shut up.